morning. It's a little chilly here today. My name is Terry Morgan. It is November 23rd, 2020, Tuesday. We're here to practice Tai Chi. I have several things planned for today. We're focusing this week on clear, complete. I'm going to talk about correct, but the real focus is that clear, complete, and my third word over there is clean. I need my prompts as well, all right? So the movement should be clear, should not be muddled. It should be clean. Again, it's not leaving something out, it's not putting something extra in, right? And it should be complete. Whether or not it's correct is going to depend in part on who's doing it, right? So I've talked about your own body being a determinant of what you should do. My leg is only going to be so long. If I try to overstep, I'm going to overextend. I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. I need to know how long my leg is. So if you're overextending your leg in the movement, it's not correct. All right? Every form, every system has its own elements which are required. If those elements aren't there, it's not complete and it's not going to be correct. Doing what belongs in one system and is perfectly correct there, in another system where it's not correct, is a problem. And that comes up with people who practice more than one system, myself included. So being conscious of what's correct for what you're doing, that it's clean, that it's clear, and it's complete. These three things, if I'm judging, this is what I look for. I've seen a lot, so I know what's correct for most systems of Tai Chi and a few other systems included. There's quite a bit of internal arts that I'm familiar with. So the point is, if you know what you're supposed to be doing and you show that, it's clean, it's clear, and it's complete, right? Then if we're in a competition, I'm judging, I'm going to give you points for that. Let's practice. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders. Relax the arms. Yeah, little stuff in there. All right, let it go. Hey, there we go. All right, and breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Hand circles front. Back around. And up along center line. Reach out over the legs, bend the knees. And roll up. Reach out. And roll up through the spine. Now my cat's trying to let me know she's sorry for something she did this morning. Yeah, I'm not having it just yet. So there's that. Reach out, pull up through the abs, pull up through your hips, pull up under the ribs as you reach forward. Bend the knees, pull in. Two more. Keep shoulders down. Oh. And reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, follow your fingertips down. Bend the knees. Use the legs. As you come up, more of the effort is handled by the legs, not by the back. Two more. Reach out. Make sure to keep the shoulders down. Last time. No, that wasn't an invitation for you. Yeah, reach out. Come to center. Right side, left side. And circle to front. Return to both sides, come to center, up along the center line. Turn to left. And come up on the right. Pull up through the waist, use the hip for the circle. Come to center. Right side. Center. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Outside, inside. Hands circle to the front. Back to both sides. Up along the center line. Reach out. Roll up. And inward. Follow your fingertips down. Outward. Reach up and inward. One more time. Shoulders down. Extend up. And roll down. Come to center. Stand straight and relax. Okay, so I have a couple of things that I really want to focus on for today. Let's do our walking set, and then I'll introduce a couple things, and then we'll practice, and I'll introduce some more stuff. Checking my space over here. I may have to change that for what we're going to do today. So, all right, and shift left, open right, transfer the weight, step through, transfer, and shift back, open, step through, shift back, come through, transfer the weight, and shift back, open, step through, and one more. I was checking, yes I was checking. All right, and turn, and back. Where do you put your toes? All right. And this one's going to go down to the side. Turn in and straighten. Okay, how do you find, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, how do you find where you put your leg? Right? And back. You're looking for where you put your toes. Right? How do you know where your toes are? They're attached to your foot usually, right? Okay, no, what you're looking for is when you extend your leg out behind you. So here's my hip, here's my leg. When I extend my leg behind me, it's straight out of the hip. It conforms to my body, right? So if my leg goes straight back, straight out of the hip, and you can feel this. You have to work on it a little bit maybe, but you can feel it. All right, if the leg goes straight out of the hip, then my toe's going to be in the correct place. when I put my heel down. Try it. Just pick a leg, grab a piece of furniture. Right? The leg goes straight back. And I put my toe down. I've got my one fist in between my two heels. This is how we maintain balance. This is how we manage the weight transfer. This is how we develop the leg skill in Chinese terms, Kung Fu, that comes with Tai Chi. It's built up. Today I put up that I'm going to focus on push. And it has bearing on what I'm going to show this a little bit first. We'll practice, then we'll do this. Then we'll work on this. All right. With push, with all of our moves, there is a need to come from underneath. I have talked about this before. So you're coming from underneath to extend. Right? And, you know, it's going to be pretty easy to see this with this white sweater that I've got on. So there's that. All right. So in form, right here, ward off, roll back, press, and push. One more time. Back leg. Okay, this idea that start with the heel, extend through the leg, through the body, and extend through the arms. Talk about this quite a bit more. Let's practice. And let me go ahead and put the nice music on for a minute. I'll turn that off when I go back to talking here. Feet together, stand straight, pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, bend the knees just a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, salute. Breathe out. Breathe in. Transfer weight to right. Open left. Breathe out. Center. Arms up. Press down. Clean. Clear. Complete. Push. Extend. Turn. Single whip. Raise your hands. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Hands down the loop. Brush knee. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Close the door. Crossing hands. Diagonal brush knee. Grasp the bird's tail, pull down. Press. And push. Turn, palms down. Both palms press out. Fist under the elbow. Push back the monkey. Hold ball. Diagonal flying. Raise your hands. White crane spreads its wings. Fresh knee. Needle at sea bottom. Fan through the back. Turn, hold fist, and chop. 1, 2, 3. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Shift back, ward off left side. Step through. Ward off right side. Grasp the bird's tail. Pull down. Press. And push. Turn. Single whip. Center, palms up. Bring the right foot in, both feet parallel, press down. Straighten the knees. Salute, bring the left foot in. And stay there. Breathe. Okay, we have this idea in Tai Chi that everything comes from the root, that we have this energy that we can use, that's stored in the lower Dantian, the Qi Hai, the Sea of Qi, that we can develop the skill to use that energy, that we can connect it with what we're doing through the body. Part of that connection relies on understanding what through the body means in terms of physics and what we're actually doing. All right. So if I talk about, we're going to do this with feet here because we're using push today, right? So look, I'm going to get there. All right. So if I talk about using my hand, right? I'm just gonna use my hand, just my hand, and I close my hand, and then I open my fingers, and I close my hand and I open my fingers. I don't start to open my fingers from here. I start to open my fingers from here. Right? The fingers start to open here. The same sort of thing, the same kind of principle, that what you see as the end result over here in the fingers is not where it started, is exactly where I'm going today. I'm going to adjust. I want more floor space. A little more floor space. And let me turn this off since I'm going to talk about this. There we go. The principles that I'm talking about today, it's my souvenir cup, right, are fundamental to any Tai Chi practice. This isn't specific to one or another, and that's what I was talking about at the very beginning. When I talk about looking for clear, complete movement that is conforming to what the style wants. Clean, clear, complete. I get clean and clear. Yeah. Anyway. All right, so clean, clear, complete. I work on that. Is it clean? Is it muddled? Is there some question about what you're doing? Is it clean? Again, this is being precise, having intent. This is the kind of thing that I look for when I say, is it clean? Is it clear? Is it muddled? Is it you flapping your hands? You doing something odd? I'll give you an example. A single whip. I saw this. I did. I saw this. No. 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 There's a lot going on with that that's not correct. So, we're gonna, is it correct? No. No, that wasn't, not for any, not correct, okay? Was it clear? Yeah, probably. I was trying to be clear about it. Was it complete? Yeah, more or less. Was it correct? No. All right? So, putting all of these together with the system that we're practicing, right? I'm going to use single whip again before we move on to push, because I'm there. Single whip, Yang style Tai Chi, which is what we've been practicing. Single whip, Wudang style Tai Chi. A little bit different, yeah? Single whip. Alright, so what is clean, clear, complete? Correct depends on the system. For push today, I showed this a little bit at the beginning, and what I'm taking push out because it is one of the four cardinal directions. This is Pang, Lu, Ji, An, push. On is push. So as we're practicing Tai Chi, the 4 cardinal directions, the 4 angular directions, the 4 corners, plus the 5 elements, make up the 13 postures of Tai Chi. So on is one of the core, single whip is not one of the core 13 postures. On is. We're going to work on that. In our form, in what we're doing, we have general, and I'm going to go this way because this is where we're going, right? We just step through from here, shift back, press, and push. So in this case, I have my right leg forward, my left leg back. My right leg anchors my body. This is where I'm going. This is as far as this leg here, this is where I'm going. This is as far as I'm going. Wherever this leg is, that's where I'm going. This leg back here is a rear wheel drive. I got some rear wheel drive here, so I'm going to push into the leg. Notice that, oh yeah, that works out pretty good actually. All right, notice that the bottom of my sweater stays level to the floor. Right? Little extension through the leg, but it's not this. Right? It's here. All right? So that's really, really, really important for, again, this is any system, this type of leg work, particularly with push. We're going to see this. Right leg back, left leg front. And just turn around, right? Same thing. As I shift back, my weight sinks into my back leg. 20%, 30, 20, 10. I'm still pushing. This front foot pushes down and back. In this stance, back leg pushes down and holds the weight. A little bit forward, but not just yet. This is pulling back a spring, pulling back a bow. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to go that way. Right? Tension, set, and push. Shift back, and push. All right. Let's work on this together. Left leg to the back. I'm thinking which one I'm going to do first, right? Left leg to the back, right leg to the front. Nice 6-4 stance. 6 on the front, 40 on the back. Most of our Tai Chi stances have this 6-4. Okay, there's a Xingyi is going to be 4-6. Tai Chi, 6 in the front, 4 in the back. All right. Front heel pushes down and pushes back. Back heel pushes down, pushes forward. Inside pushes out, outside pushes in. Your hips are open. Open the hip. This, open this. Turn, leave the legs where they are and turn around them a little bit. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. All right? Leave the legs where they are. Legs don't get to move. Yeah, stay there. All right. Shift back and forward. Push forward. Push with the back leg. Don't go past the toes. Right? Do not do this. No. Do not do this. This is bad. Don't do it. up to the toes, sink into the leg. Right? If you can go lower, you could take a bigger step. Knee doesn't go past the toes, ever. This is bad, don't do it. Stay here. All right, I cannot stress this enough. People start working out, they're going to do a little bit more, they're going to build up a little bit more skill, they're going to build up a little bit more strength, and they don't pay attention to correct body alignment and they hurt themselves. I pay attention to correct body alignment and I hurt myself anyway. All right, so you have to do this. I insist. I don't know how else to say it. And Sister Michael with her ruler, I'd be coming around the room knacking on your knees to tell you to put your knee back. All right, now, so left leg, right leg, sit, sit. Now push. Just sit, and you're straighten this leg, but you don't go up, you go forward. Sit back and push. Sit back and push. Sit back one more time and push. Change legs. Sit back and push. Sit back and push. Sit back and push. All right, as you push forward, this leg takes more of the downward force. Sink more. Sink. Sink more. Now push. The arms extend as a result of the leg pushing forward. Connect through the abs so that as you feel this push downward, this physics equal and opposite reaction, right? This pushes downward and this is going to come out. Remember, keep it straight. No up and down. We can do up and down another time. That's for jumps. We're not doing that right now. We're not doing that today. Right? Left foot forward, right foot back. Sit. Palms up. Palms are going to turn over and push out. Sit, press down, and let it go. Sit back. Sink. That bow and arrow thing, sink, and let it go. Come on back. One more time. Let it go. Change legs. Sink. Let it go. Sink. Let it go. Pull in. Push with the back heel. All right. This idea that whatever we have here is the result of something else that we're doing is foundation in Taiji. Right? None of the movements that we're doing originate in the hands. The hands are showing the result of other things that are going on, just like with push. From the back heel, up and out. If I use the energy, if I use physics, right? sink, sink more, pull back on the bow, sink, and let it go. There's a couple more levels to this. I'll get to them in another class. Thank you very much for being here today. I appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow.